Alright, hey all my lovely classmates. So I'm gonna do a quick tutorial on how I did the subnetting for today's class. So I'm gonna use the same example PD gave us. I'm not gonna go over the formula and stuff like that just because it's kind of weird and even I don't fully grasp it. So hopefully you can figure that out on your own. This is just kind of what I used. The packet tracer 10 I think is really what helped me out, so definitely do that and you'll probably have a better understanding. But anyways, so this is the subnet we got for the 5 subnets he wants. That's the IP address. So let's jump into it. First thing I do is go over to the router. I know some people had like weird issues with the config thing, so that's probably something I'll have to talk to Peter about. But I just get into here, gigabit Ethernet 0/0, turn it on. And so this is basically the default gateway right here. So you would give it default gateway address. He asked for it to be the first subnet ID, or not ID, but first subnet IP address. So this is obviously the subnet ID. Can't use that, so it would be the next one over. So we'll use, oops, 1. So that's your default gateway address, and of course set the subnet mask 224 if I'm not mistaken. So that's your default gateway for 0/0. And then, oh yeah, you want to do the same thing for this one. So that's 0/1. So that's a complete separate default gateway because it's a different subnet. So for that, it would be the next subnet over, which in this case was 33 over here. So 32, that's the next subnet. So just like this one, we use the first subnet IP available. And luckily for us, it's, oops, there we go, automatically configures the subnet mask, so that's nice. Cool, so we got that done. We have, oh, and don't forget to turn it on. So that's all good. And then move on to the switch. So the switch, not as easy to configure. I'm not actually sure if you can. You probably can configure it from here, but I just did it through here. So you just go enable, configure terminal, interface VLAN 1, and then give it the IP address. So he wanted it to be the second subnet IP address available. So that was what, 172 dot, I forget now. I wish you could copy paste stuff. I'm just going to throw this on my second monitor. So 172.16.32, and since we used 1 on the router, the second one would be 2. And then don't forget to give it the subnet mask 524. No shutdown command. All good. Exit there, and then give it the default gateway. So you just put IPDE, I just tab default gateway, and this would be the default gateway. So the same thing we gave the router. So that would be, I'm just gonna, yeah, 172.16.32.1, just like that. So there we've assigned the default gateway. Exit from there, and make sure you copy, run, start. Beautiful. Alright, so now we've got that one set up. Now we have to give the PCs their addresses. So PC1 would be the third subnet IP address available. So oops, just go here and throw that in. So the third one would be 3. Pretty easy for that. Default gateway, or sorry, not default gateway, but subnet mask, and default gateway here would be same as what you gave the router, so the 1. Ta-da! And then do the same thing here for PC2. So this one would be what? This one's 1, 2, 3, and this one would be 4. Subnet mask, same thing. Default gateway, same thing, because it's on the same switch, same gigabit 0/0. Boom. So that's how you get your first one configured there. And then basically the same process for this one, but instead of using the default gateway of the like this subnet, you would use the 33 subnet. So I'll just show you here. Same exact thing, you just change the numbers around basically. So enable, config key, and interface, oops, interface VLAN 1, oh, I can't type anymore, IP address of .16.32 dot. So this one we gave 33 is the default gateway, so it would be the next one over 34. Don't forget to subnet it for pop and copy, or no shutdown, that's my bad. No shutdown, beautiful, exit that. Make sure, okay, that's all good. And IP default gateway now, default gateway 172.16.32, and that was 33. Nice. Exit that. Copy, run, start, and you got your switch configured. And then same thing with the PC, same thing as we did last time. IP config. I should probably just copy paste this to be more efficient. All right, so that would be 33, 34. So next one over 35. And default gateway, of course, is 33. Nice. Nice. Okay, PC4, same thing. So this one would be 36 since we're moving on. 33, 34, 35, 36. Subnet mask. 255, 255, 224, my bad. And same default gateway since we're connected to the same subnet. So now I set this little network up, so we should be able to ping the, oh yeah, you can't throw that in ping, 172.32, let's ping, I guess PC4, so that one was, what was that one, 35? So the first time it's probably not going to work, just because it never does. It'll like maybe do it request timed out twice or once, but as you can see it does work, so if you just do it again, boom, it works beautifully. So that's basically what I did, and you would just do the exact same thing here for that one, but using those two other subnets here. So for the first half we use these two subnets, second half you use those, just copying the same steps. So once you do it once, you should be good to do it the rest of the time. And of course you got to do all this, but yeah, hopefully you can do that on your own. All right, hope that was a little helpful. Let me know if you need any other help. Bye bye.